before Mario. They had a little like NCM pre-screening thing, and it showed 1993's Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers.
Really?
It showed like some clips from it and like images, and it's like, this is what this Mario looked like for your parents,
Wow.
and it was like, God.
This is the Off the Break Podcast, your podcast dedicated to current movie theater news, operations, and insights from the people that book the movies.
We're back on a rip-roaring, slip-sliding, one hell of a
Sliding.
one hell of a weekend coming up. It's just, we have Mario opened on Wednesday for $34 million, the biggest opening day of the year.
Yeah.
And it didn't have the early shows. It didn't have the early access availability.
Mm-hmm.
Huge number. And then we have last weekend's movies, Hoppers and Project Hail Mary,
Yeah.
holding up beyond holding up.
Yeah.
I mean, a 30% drop is normal for week 4 of a movie if the movie doesn't open to 40 million and 80 million.
For sure.
This is huge weekend. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's just been a wild couple of weeks in our industry. At least I think I'm using the word wild correctly here, just because of everything you elaborated on. It's been great seeing practically back-to-back blockbusters and Hoppers and Hail Mary have those 30% drops across the nation. And then Mario on top of things, just having like a triple whammy of a very eventful spring.
Just kind of waiting for Mario was our plan.
Yeah,
the whole first quarter was getting to Mario. It's going to be massive, but then getting into it, and Hopper surprises and goes to almost 40 million for the opening, and then Hail Mary starts at like 50 million, which is great, not for a $200 million production, but 50 million is great.
Right.
And then that Monday it's 50 before it opens, and then it's 55 on Tuesday and 60 on Wednesday, and it's like, oh, this thing's gonna go.
The pattern is set. It's set in stone for you.
And then Mario sets our biggest opening so far this year. It's on track. It's not breaking all the records like the last one. It's breaking a few, which is great.
I mean, the records that were broken the last time Mario came out was like best Wednesday opening for an animated video game adaptation. Like, there's nowhere to go anymore, Ken.
No, I know. I just get excited. It's great to be at the spot. You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
Mondays here in the film booking office is our struggle. This last Monday was a bloodbath. Like it's
Sounded like it.
emotions come out. It gets really hard. This Monday is going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be cocktails and confetti.
I wish. We still have to keep it reasonably professional.
Right.
But
Okay.
it was like, it will be confetti, definitely. But it's just one of these things. It's like, it's so great. Like, you have your lows, and it always seems like it comes right before the highs. Like, you really have, you ride the struggle bus the day before or the week before, you really jump off, and all your calls are like, I didn't know we could do that much business. We had our first sellout in 2 years. Like, there's a lot of this stuff that's going to come around. I mean, one of my theaters in New York State, like Wednesday, they sold out 4 shows of Mario. They sold out a 9:00 show of Mario on a Wednesday.
That's wild.
That doesn't happen.
No,
that
no
never
way.
happens. So this is incredible, and this is what we need. It keeps the industry moving forward. It also, Universal with their incredible slate this year, moved the windows back.
Yeah,
to 45
mentioned that
days
a few weeks ago.
Because it's like, and this is the change that we need to see. This is what keeps exhibition alive and people in movie theaters. I know tickets are expensive. I know concessions are expensive, but we got the goods right now.
Going back to what you were saying about the new windowing rule, or going back to the old windowing rule, I should say. I remember when Reminders of You was out at around the time that they made that announcement, and there was just plenty of think piece articles that were saying Reminders of You is going to be the ultimate test for this new theatrical window model. And I'm like, no, first off, the test was, 5 years ago when we were having this model to begin with. And second of all, if you really want to find something to be the test, it's Super Mario, because this movie is like the ultimate current blockbuster where it's going to have its highs in those first 2 weeks that we've seen for plenty of other titles. And then usually we see the fall off. But maybe this time around there's not going to be much of a fall off.
Reminders of You was the ultimate test to see what kind of budget they can give Colleen Hoover films moving forward.
Nothing to do with windowing.
No. Reminders of Him was to see...
Or Reminders of Him, whatever it was.
Yeah, to see what we can do with these, female-driven books moving forward. I mean, romantic dramedies. The trailer is even a hard watch.
Right.
The death and the drug abuse, and
there's no happy tears.
No. So getting into this that's a real test for these movies, and it shows that the budgets need to be smaller.
Yeah.
They need to find unknown actresses and actors to play in these. They have to find ways to cut budgets and make these smaller projects than the original It Ends With Us was.
Right. What's that smaller budget, right?
Which was a massive hit.
Yeah, and a massive hit.
Yeah. And then we had the one with Dave Franco where the husband and wife are cheating, and then the husband and wife
from Paramount.
Yeah. Husband and wife die, and then the other two
decide to get together.
Try to get together, but it's way too weird.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they have to be on a smaller scale, but we need smaller scale movies.
Yeah.
I've always said this, you need to have everything all in. Marketing under 50 million. So it's reasonable. And then at the end, you can cut off your marketing and save some money and see how it works out.
Yeah.
But this was a test for that, saying this is some test for the windowing. The biggest test we've seen was Project Hail Mary, and whether or not Amazon was going to stay in the game or not.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
If this didn't work, I mean, we could have had a crazy surprise where Sheep Detectives and Masters of the Universe go to Prime.
Right.
They've signed contracts with people, but it's Amazon. They have more money than anyone.
Yeah.
They could just say, no, forget this. We're not doing Happy Meals. We're not doing the merchandising.
They could be risk adverse like what Apple became with theatrical.
Yeah, you bought popcorn buckets. Too bad. We're just not releasing movies in theaters anymore. But this gets them to push forward.
Yeah.
And with the schedule that they have, Sheep Detectives is great. I can't see a lot of small town single screen theaters skipping it for Mortal Kombat.
Right.
Just because, Mortal Kombat is a better property. It may finish number one that weekend.
Yeah, that's very possible.
Most likely it would be because it's a Warner Brothers title. It's going to play it. Everyone with 2 or more screens is going to have Mortal Kombat on screen.
Yeah, and this movie comes out in May? So
8th.
All the hype from March and even April will die off.
Yeah, so there's if you have 3 screens, it's going to play.
Yeah,
But Sheep Detectives in single screen towns with 5,000 people,
springtime,
it's a great fit.
Post Easter.
And so we need to, get excited about this one. Not that Mortal Kombat's not good. And then Masters of the Universe is a summer movie, and it's shoved right in the middle of summer, so it's going to miss out on some locations.
Oh yeah, that is in
have
June.
If
I keep
it's
thinking
not there.
it's May.
Yeah, and the first trailer was, we saw the second trailer when we took the kids to Mario, and it looks great.
Oh, you like that one?
Yeah,
okay.
Much better.
Okay,
much better. Less of him sitting on the couch being in a cubicle, being sad.
Right.
It's stop it. We want to. It's He-Man. We want to see all the stuff.
Obviously, that's the first 10 minutes, but even still, it's not like you want to be advertising that.
I hope
He-Man.
I hope it's only
has
the
to
first
file
10
his taxes.
I hope somebody didn't overwrite this, and it's a half an hour of him dealing with these emotions.
Right.
Wasn't
there a He-Man movie that did that years ago where it was they moved them to the real world?
Dolph Lundgren in his prime a He-Man movie.
I didn't imagine this.
And it was in Eternia, I think is the name of the place. It was there for 12 minutes. The rest was in a city.
But that happened a lot with kids properties going to live action movies, right? It's what if this fun world you had was not involved?
Before Mario, they had a little NCM pre-screening thing, and it showed 1993's Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers. It showed It showed some clips from it and images, and it's this is what this Mario looked like for your parents.
Wow.
And it was I was God. Trying to explain this to a kid nowadays, if they don't Cody and I have beat this into our kids. You guys don't know how good you have it.
No, even my generation, it was like that still. it's only now in like the 10s and 20s where studios are finally like, hey, maybe like people want to see these in as a movie for a reason.
But yeah,
and not take away like the good filling.
Joking in Super Mario Galaxy when Bowser is sitting on his throne, I'm like, why doesn't he have a live action dinosaur chained to
right.
it? Why isn't he bathing in mud weird?
Why is it not an angry 40-year-old man in a dinosaur costume? I don't get it.
Where's Dennis Hopper?
Yeah.
Shooting people with actual guns.
Yeah. Where are the bullets in this? Come on. But anyway, yeah, it's definitely a different time, and these are the properties and the types of adaptations that are working, as we are seeing with Mario.
I think we've had enough history.
He-Man could be that.
Yeah, I think we've had enough history
maybe.
where they've seen how it doesn't work on a lot of these, and it's like, all right, now as opposed to what does the creative want? Like, what does the director really want out of this? It's like, what does the audience want?
Right.
First Mario, excellent. Like, there was nobody that didn't recognize something from it, pick out an Easter egg, find a moment that they connected with.
And I take it that was your experience watching
with the first
it.
one.
Yeah,
absolutely.
First one too.
And the second one was a little bit different. It felt more like fan service.
Really? More than the first one did?
Well, I mean, the first one was like specific, like Mario Brothers, Wonder and Galaxy, and there's another one that I don't know.
Okay.
Like everybody that was past
Mario Kart?
There was no Mario Kart in it.
In the second one, okay.
In the second one.
Yeah,
so looking at everything past like Super Mario World on Super Nintendo. That's where my knowledge ends on this whole thing. So my kids are like, look at that. That's this from this and this. And I'm like, okay, cool.
There's a couple more pages from the pamphlet that we had now.
Yeah, no, and I
they
feel like
stapled it on the back.
I'm in the Bible of Mario, and I've read Genesis.
Right.
I've read the first 50 pages.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know who this guy is.
You're like, what do you mean there's 150 more pages
and
now?
the mouth egg shooting dinosaurs from the weird second Mario.
Are you talking about Yoshi?
No. So there were Mario 2 on regular Nintendo had like dinosaurs that would shoot eggs, and you would jump on top of the eggs and then throw the eggs back at them to defeat them.
Okay.
And they were in there, and I'm like, I know that one. I get that reference.
And meanwhile, I'm over here like, that's not Yoshi.
Yeah.
I don't understand this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can find
that thing. The pink thing.
The pink thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wait, what is her name? I don't know her name.
They have names?
Yeah, I thought she did. Birdo. It says so right here. They gave her a name.
Oh, well, it was great. The kids loved it. I mean, a Wednesday, where we're at, a Wednesday 4:00 audience is not a big audience. And it was 40% full. Yeah. And the staff was already overwhelmed and that's our theater.
Godspeed.
Yeah. But it was like, as we were leaving, like people were streaming into the theater because parents were getting off of work at 6:00.
Sure. Yeah.
They were all coming out. So I would expect just massive lines, big grosses, full seats.
It's going to happen.
Huge cleanup because it's a kid's movie.
Yeah. Good luck to all of your staff in advance.
Yeah.
But it's going to be worth it for your pocket. So
it's a solid summer of like kids and I'd say superhero movies because Supergirl's shoved in there too, and He-Man's technically a superhero.
Yeah, Spider-Man's gonna be
Spider-Man is
involved
massive at the end of the year.
That's the big
or the
one.
end of the summer.
Yeah.
So I mean, for box office, it's gonna be great. For concession cleanup in the auditoriums, not so much.
It's gonna be a headache.
This isn't a summer like you're excited like the Odyssey. That's gonna be a really clean
right.
auditorium. But that's about it, folks.
Yeah, that's the only one. All right, so then should we switch over to our topic involving Alamo Drafthouse?
Yeah, let's get into that and see what's going on with Alamo Drafthouse, Kyle.
Alyssa, shout out to Alyssa for finding this for us. There was a report now going that Alamo Drafthouse is going to be hosting screenings of the season 2 finale of HBO's The Pitt, the medical drama.
I love the show.
Yeah, I've heard great things about it.
So good.
It's too intense for me. I'm more squirmish than I realized, which most movies I can handle, but I saw the first episode of The Pitt, 20 minutes in, I'm like, nope.
I don't love medical dramas as a whole. Like the body fluid stuff grosses me out.
Yeah.
But Noah Wyle is so good.
I'm trying to, well, yeah.
He's so good. I mean, My parents watched ER. That was kind of their thing.
Right.
And so I watched him in the periphery, but then I grew up with him doing like weird, like TBS movies. And so that's where I was at. There was one with aliens and then one where he was like an Indiana Jones without the muscles and the chest hair.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is weird. And then I'm like, oh.
Meanwhile, Clooney's just on another skyline.
Yeah. And this
in the stratosphere.
He is, as far as like movie stars and doing like bigger things. I mean, he was Batman, for crying out loud.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, Wiley blows him out of the water. This whole series is incredible. If you can skip the medical gore stuff,
can't do it.
For you, it's so good.
No, I just hear great things about it. But clearly the show has reached like that type of popularity to where Alamo wants to take a chance on this and screen that season 2 finale. And between this and Stranger Things, not just for Alamo Drafthouses, but screening their finale all over the country, I think that we realize now more than ever that alternative content is going to be like a big factor for theaters in these next couple of years. And I'm thinking that the finale television finales or television events are going to be more of a player.
Yeah, for Peaky Blinders to get a finale in theaters. Stranger Things, which was 5 seasons or 7 seasons.
Yeah, season 5
of build-up to then have a finale in theaters.
Right.
The Pitt's on season 2, and it's already getting
a season 3.
A season 3, but it's already being in theaters for the final episode of a season.
Right. It's not like the actual show finale. It's just the end of its own
of this
season of television.
Particular story.
Right.
So it's great. I mean, this is all pointing upwards for theaters as far as like HBO, Max, Warner Brothers by degrees wants to keep things in theaters or put things in theaters. And Netflix knows the power of theaters. I mean, Jesus, like
despite their claims,
everything can be excited about the subscriptions and be excited about how many people have watched this and how many billions of minutes have been spent on this, but they wouldn't put it in theaters if they didn't think it was important. If there wasn't somebody there that was like, this would really put the cherry on top of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Yes, we have merch at Target. Yes, everybody is cutting their hair like
the characters.
Like the characters in Peaky Blinders.
Right.
But theaters, that's where it really takes off, and that's where you get the deadlines and Hollywood reporters of the world like, oh, this is like a real thing. Mm-hmm. Like, this isn't some television show, some streaming property.
I was a little surprised that it was only Alamo Drafthouse that is involved with this for the Pitt, but I guess since it's only like the season 2 finale and not like the show's finale, it may have been a different conversation. But for Drafthouse, like, it seems like given their size, it's odd that they are the ones that are wanting to do this.
They're a smaller circuit, and I think a lot of this has to do with logistics of everything. Yes, you can release a Peaky Blinders in 1,000 theaters, and Netflix has the ability to do that. But this wasn't run through Warner Brothers as a distribution hub. It was just like Max reached out, made a deal with Alamo Drafthouse, which is the sexy name in art house and events for theaters. And so it was a one contract deal.
Gotcha.
Send the film to 50 locations and we're done.
Right.
And it still gets a similar headline.
Yeah. Yeah, Game of Thrones didn't do that, right? They didn't have. That's wild looking back on it that they never did that.
It was, but everybody was fighting the streaming wars at that point.
Yeah.
Where it was like, true. We need to put as many people in front of our screens signing up for our subscriptions, forgetting to cancel as many of those as possible. That's what we need.
Yeah.
But now they realize that there's different components to this. We need to have people watching it at home.
Yeah.
And then going out and seeing it. Because it's not like they're not going to watch it again.
No. Yeah, you're right.
Once it's on the streaming service. In fact, they're going to drag more people and say, this was so great.
Yeah.
Have you renewed your Netflix? You need to see this.
Weird. All of them are finally learning about synergy, where you're not hurting yourself by being in the best of both worlds of theatrical and streaming.
They're willing to advertise on Nintendo Switches and smartwatches.
Right.
And like grab people from the moment they're awake.
Yeah.
On their phones. And it's like, yeah, or we could make this an event. I mean, the Pitt was a show that won a ton of awards. It was everywhere in January and February with all the awards programs for television and streaming shows now.
Right.
And I was like, all right, now we're in March and April. The show's going to finale. What do we do? And it's like, this is pretty obvious to us as people who work with theaters every day.
Right.
But for them, it was like, voila, Eureka, we have found it. Like,
the Eureka
discovered
moment.
the new world. And it's like, no, this is what everything should be. I mean, when it comes to to live sports, I mean, we're getting boxing and professional wrestling in theaters. But
yeah, they've been ahead of that.
there's no reason not to find your audience and play the Australian Open at 4 a.m. at a theater if you can get enough people together.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason not to have, I mean,
To at least try it.
to play the Super Bowl, the NFL championships, the professional football championships, whatever we're supposed to say, on
Yeah.
at a movie theater and bring in food trucks and bring in this whole event style and really get things out there and have people celebrate communally, especially if you're in one of the towns that's cheering for a specific team.
Oh, for sure.
If you're in the outlying parts of Chicago,
and
there's
when they finally do come back.
yes, everybody wants to watch it at home on their couch next to their bathroom.
Right.
But if you can do this on such a grand scale,
People like tailgating.
for the Pitt, who has 3 million viewers, why not a sports event that has 300 million viewers?
yeah. Think of that nice number and then bump it up a couple of
The
zeros.
World Cup upcoming. Like, if you're in one of these larger population areas, there's no reason not to have do the investigative work to get this on a screen if you have enough screens. You're not missing anything. There's no Alamo Drafthouse with one screen that's locked into a clean policy with Mario. They have 5 or 6 minimum screens. They can find a way to get the Pitt on screen. It's always time, but it's time to get creative and time to build this audience with these one events. If you get someone in for the Pitt, if they're a dedicated streaming person, they don't go to theaters, but then go in, they have a good time, they have good food, they get good service, the theater's clean, they will come back for the next thing.
Yeah. I'm also okay with studios just giving more movies out theatrically if you don't want to do the alternative content stuff, if you don't want to give that a chance. So either way, it's a win-win. Just keep throwing stuff at us and we're going to try our darndest to make the most out of anything.
I know. We're already building schedules through early fall, and it's like, I just love seeing Coyote versus Acme sitting there.
Yeah.
It makes me so happy that it went away, it got written off by Warner Brothers, and now it's back with a different distributor, and it's going to see the light of day.
Yeah,
and
it has that chance.
It's going to be in theaters, and there's every chance to make money. Like, it has every chance to be
any amount of money.
A kid's movie that's just sitting there. It's like, look at this. It's opening against Ridley Scott's Dog Stars.
Which we'll see what even that could be.
Yeah.
I mean, it won't be happy, so at least you have your options.
Disney's Animal Friends. Like, it just keeps moving, and you don't know anything about it.
Yeah. What's it going to be? You want to find out? Ooh, you almost found out.
Yeah. Is it like furries in space? I don't know what this thing is.
Honestly, we can dive into this maybe at another time, but even in July, I'm like, we need to know a bit more of what's this movie
it will be in July.
I know that we're shortening the marketing window now, but can we give us a little more help,
we have
please?
the trailer for Dune at Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I think we can find out what Dog Stars is. I think we're ready for that jump.
I would love for it to be like a Ridley Scott, dog show competition movie.
Oh my God.
Where he does a best in show, but it's Ridley Scott with all the drama.
Then now, should we go too far and make it a talking dog movie?
Ooh, the dogs talk
at
the dog show?
Yeah.
Kyle nailed it.
Okay, you're welcome. I'm so good at this thing.
That's a hot take, but apparently the hottest take in our office this week was my take that Minions was going to make more money this year than Toy Story 5.
Oh yeah, you want to give your take on that?
No, that's the take. Minions 3 is going to make more money than Toy Story 5.
I'm going to love when we're rotating more and more people in, because I'm just going to throw this question at us as the week goes on. It's a fun discussion. It's a fun thought.
It's fun. No, when our kids saw the Toy Story trailer, they're like, okay. When kids that are now 10 and 12 that grew up with Despicable Me and the Minions see this trailer, they still go nuts. It's like Elvis 1960
Right.
gyrating on stage. They lose their minds.
Right.
At 12 years old. At 12 years old, I was, replacing transmissions in cars. These kids have minions. That's what they've got.
Listen, I get what you mean. Normally, I would have agreed with you. In fact, I did agree with you, but then I got talked over to the Toy Story 5 side.
The dark side.
I think we still have a little bit more of a generation left to where people just love this franchise so much. I think eventually it'll go the way of like what we're seeing with SpongeBob to where it's no longer going to work.
Yeah.
I think they got one more in them. I think it could perform better.
I think it'll be great. And I also think Minions will dust it. I think
Minions is for the 4th of July, isn't it?
It's July 1st. So Toy Story
that's
opens
usually great for them.
and has like 3 weekends and then Minions Minions go to Hollywood. It's going to be awesome.
I don't know. I think the Hollywood
story
part
does not matter.
I
Kyle.
know, but
The
like
story does not matter. They had Napoleon in one of the Minions movies. The storyline does not matter. They fought for the French. They're traitors.
well, they were never the good guys technically. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh.
Should we talk about 48 Hours?
Yes, let's get into our bucket pick this week.
Yeah.
48 Hours, starring Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy's first starring role in a feature film.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
You can see they give Eddie Murphy, it felt like they wanted less of him. Like they were, and he was really
It was really straining between being that serious 80s cop drama versus an Eddie Murphy vehicle.
A lot of people died for it to be like a comedy movie.
Yeah. And even then, it's not very funny. It's kind of depressing still. Like even when they're trying, but it also could be a sign of the times, right? Like comedies are like very still like cold dramas, but they still have like that snark, that angry, I'm tired of everything snark between their characters, even like Eddie Murphy's character. Whereas I don't know if it really translates to today anymore when you're like, I thought this would be funnier.
It does not translate to today. I mean, the 80s are as far away as the 1920s as far as like what's acceptable to say and show on screen.
Totally.
I mean, the dude from Predator was in it as the second bad guy.
Right.
James Remar was great as James Remar.
Yeah, like as himself.
As himself. Nick Nolte was great as himself.
Maybe I've said this before. I'm not a Nick Nolte guy.
Yeah.
This only secured it for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't get it.
No, I grew up in the Midwest. Like every dad was like this guy. They wanted to be Nick Nolte.
Of course.
They didn't want to be Harrison Ford. They didn't want to be Tom Cruise. They wanted to be Nick Nolte.
That doesn't even make sense to me.
They wanted to be a cop. They wanted to put booze in their coffee when they woke up. They wanted to just tell their longtime girlfriend, whatever. At any point in the movie, he could have told her, I'm working a double homicide.
Yeah.
2 of my friends were just murdered in front of me.
Their relationship, like it pops up every now and then, but it's not like I cared. You know, it just, I'm like,
no, but it's also like that 80s, like crazy toxic masculinity where I can't even share my feelings about my friends being murdered.
Right.
It's like, no, 2 of my friends died. I'm going to be here until we solve this and catch these guys.
There is danger outside. I have to do this.
And then the loosey-goosiness of like, I'm just going to get a prisoner out of jail and then take him with me.
Oh, they did say they were like, hey, nice forged signature.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
They like high-fived for having a forged signature. I got to give Eddie Murphy credit, though. He's easily the best part of the movie, and not for the reasons that it should be. I thought he did actually a pretty good job opposite of Nolte.
Yeah, he did great as the comic relief. I mean, he did his Eddie Murphy laugh on like Saturday Night Live, but he snuck it into the movie. It felt like they didn't even want the
right.
It was so good. But
iconic.
Yes. Racism, misogyny,
It's all laid out on the table.
It's way out there. To
Yeah.
have a secondary character use racial slurs is kind of par for the course for what we've seen
Yeah.
in going through some of these films.
In the history of cinema, of
In the
the
history
world.
in our cinema, it's been like through the bucket picks, like we've seen some of this. But to have a main character go after it was like, whoa.
But exactly. That's why it's such a weird tonal.
No.
I mean, like, yes, those movies can be funny, but at the same time, when you look at it through a current lens, it's like it can't be as funny anymore. Not really.
No. And then and then this was a very successful movie, so much so that they made a second one with Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy.
That blew me away as well. I thought it was going to be like the Jaws treatment, where it's like, I'm not going to go back for a sequel.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
No, where Eddie Murphy is replaced by, the next guy.
Right. Yeah.
Like, no, we can't afford Eddie Murphy anymore.
Whoever replaced Eddie Murphy on SNL and like he couldn't cut it, like it could have been that guy.
Yeah.
But no, they came back for round 2. That's wild.
Well, we've got one, I think we can say, wasn't our favorite movie. It had a couple of moments that were interesting as far as cinema and humor go, but
even with those choices where they don't wind up being enjoyable movies, it still like paints a picture of like, oh yeah, this was what life was like pre 2000s. It's a good learning lesson for all of us to remember.
I was born in the 80s, I grew up in the 90s. I feel like I experienced like some of these characters, but they were still like minority characters in my life, like these kind of people.
Yeah.
But it was like everybody was, and this was San Francisco.
I forgot about that.
It was San Francisco.
I forgot
at
it
that
was in
time,
San
and I'm like,
Francisco.
what?
You could have told me it was Detroit or Chicago.
Dallas.
I would have believed you.
Like-
Dallas, yeah. Like
There was
I just
a
forgot.
honky tonk bar with rebel flags in it in San Francisco in the 80s, and I'm like, this is the.
That's right.
getting
so
a-
much different content.
Getting a prisoner out of prison was not a leap of faith. Like having that bar in downtown San Francisco in the 80s was like, are they in space now?
Yeah.
Are we going to see like laser weapons? Is there going to be magic involved? Like,
Yeah,
what's the next step?
Okay. What's the catch here?
And then for one of the films that I thought about putting in here for Odd Couples, the movie Twins,
You're welcome.
starring
Schwarzenegger
and Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
And lots of inappropriate 80s things from what I remember.
Oh, probably. Yeah, obviously not a movie I've seen because that's usually how
You
I
haven't
choose.
seen this?
No.
Do you know anything about this?
They're twins,
Yes.
and they were the biggest movie stars of this time period, so it obviously was a smash.
There's so much great trivia. The storyline is ridiculous.
I don't know anything about the storyline, just that it's a comedy.
Now I'm at a crossroads if I tell you.
I want to go in blind.
Okay,
Let's try to
okay.
have you back on next week so that way we could have our reactions.
Just the story, just the basic story of how
Really?
Yes, ridiculous.
Awesome. Okay, that'll be great. So yeah, that's gonna be our last pick for the odd couples, and we haven't chosen one yet, but we can do that later today and be ready for next
We're gonna
week.
get into it. We're gonna have some new movies in a new category.
Yeah. Oh, and
Our new bucket to celebrate the highest grossing film of this year so far.
God, this monstrosity.
It is a big popcorn bucket that does not hold a lot of popcorn.
No,
That was
there's
Kyle's
no way.
biggest concern.
Well, these designs are getting so crazy that there's no way that it can last forever. As enjoyable as like this era
Kyle's
has
not
been.
a big fashion guy like I am. It's style over function. Okay, this whole thing that I'm wearing today is held together with paper clips.
I'm a very functional individual.
So what? You can fit 1 cup of popcorn in there, Kyle. Who cares?
Who cares? Look, it's Yoshi.
If you filled it with rubies, it would be incredible.
True. So anyway, if you're listening and you want to see what the popcorn bucket looks like, just go to Off the Break Podcast on YouTube and scroll to the end of the video. You'll see this thing. It's taking up the entire camera.
It's big. It's not crazy. It's not functional at all
No.
whatsoever. But it's really cool.
It is impressive. It is really impressive. It feels like it's actual Yoshi
Yeah.
come to life.
Sitting in Kyle's office staring at him.
Yeah. I'm going to have a collection here now, and I didn't even pay for these.
Well, on that note, happy Mario Week, everybody.
I forgot. I forgot this little
Oh,
Squishmallow was in
hanging out
there. It was probably
facing camera.
Yeah. Anyway.
Happy Mario weekend. Looking forward to massive grosses.
Yep.
Leading us into a lackluster April and then 16 weeks of amazing. And we've got a couple
the summer will be packed. We're gonna
of down weeks in April, but we just saw Michael Jackson predictions are very big.
Yeah.
For what I considered, and then God, starting May 1, we're off and running. It's going to be a sprint to Spider-Man. It's going to be like, oh no, I've got to open another movie that's going to open to $50+ million.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rush.
Ready for it.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.